Hello, this is Johnny Cycles of CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Dragons in Modern. Trying out Betor, Kin to All, alongside some of my one of my favorite janky cards, Souls of the Lost. So far, we have not had much success. So I'm really excited because I love Souls of the Lost, and we have Malevolent Rumble to help fuel it, alongside my normal Stitcher Supplier, Mishra's Bauble, Fetch Lands, things like that. And then we're playing the two Goyfs and a bunch of walls to help get our toughness up alongside Souls of the Lost to trigger Betor early and often, at least to draw a card, if not untap. Now, the one thing about Betor is he is just not very good. All that text and all it said, there's not much, there's just not a lot to it. Oh, it's so sad. He's our namesake. Can we get rid of him? I think I think we have to keep him. I mean, I am trying really hard not to mill our namesake card, but he is not that powerful, unfortunately. All right, so we got a 1/2. It's going to be a 2/3 soon. We can probably just run out the Wall of Omens. Looks like it'll be a counter spell. See what we find. Shadowy Backstreak can be put into the graveyard. Another one. Wow, that is a lot. And we're just going to go to basic planes and keep our life total somewhat high. Alright, opponent had them all. We probably had, with the 3 Nether Goyces, probably we should have gotten another, like a Godless Shrine and just paid for it. But at this point, I don't know what my opponent's up to, but we're going to just run out another Goyf. Get a Swamp. Alright, opponent who mulled to 5 and has not played any more lands and done nothing this entire turn and this entire game. Are you gonna do anything? Alright, they play a land. Looks like they're gonna do something. So you see here already we have Betor Kindle will draw us a card the turn, at the end step it comes down. And almost to the point where it hits 20 toughness. Opponent is in 4 colors so far. They play it to Fairy. They're going to bounce the Souls of the Lost, I assume. Alright, so this is a control deck. They decided they didn't need to counter anything. They probably have a... what's the word I'm looking for? Supreme Verdict or something? I don't know. Why'd they just get unlucky? It's a 12, casual 12, 13. I mean, we will play around Supreme Verdict. They don't have the white for the double white for Supreme Verdict, so they have something else. Fires of Invention. Nice. Now they can cast Supreme Verdict. Ah, extra turn. Ooh, that's exciting. I've not seen this. Extra turns. Nonsense. Do they have them to string together? They don't get to untap their lands, but they don't care because they can cast things with this. Yep. They have another extra turn spell. Now they're up to 5 lands. Narset. Digging for an extra turn spell. Or a verdict. See what they find. Stock up, which does what? Take an extra turn. What an obnoxious deck. I mean, it's cool though, I won't lie. It's fine. Now they can untap, but they can only cast 2 spells each turn, so they have to have 1 extra turn spell every turn. Yep. Next turn they can, if they get an extra turn. Sure. They found the verdict. Shockingly. Looking for an extra turn spell. It's a fun deck. I mean, it's obnoxious to play against when your opponent takes all the turns. I doubt many people want to stick it out in the free zone against Goonics. Did they find another? They either have to Supreme Verdict or take an extra turn. Yep. We're on turn 8. Our opponent has taken an extra turn every turn. Oh, they're just tapping their manas for the probably... Oh, they're going to scry. Good. You definitely wouldn't want to miss finding another extra turn spell. Oh, man. Upkeep. 2 to the bottom. So they must be out of extra turn spells. Looking for more. Yeah. Seems good. Spring Verdict, I imagine. Ooh, Chandra. Exile the top 5 cards. Wow. What a fun deck my opponent is playing. Look at these cards they get to play. I love it. So they added some manas for some reason. And red and black, because that's what you do when you are in 4 colors. And you're only just going to take an extra turn, and then you get to copy it. Yeah, at this point, we'll just concede, because I'm not... I'm not going to sit through it. I mean, I'll sit through a lot, but alright, so we'll put in some thought seizes. But I guess some Assassin's trophies. The Betor just looks so bad. I mean, I think we're playing some really, really janky decks. I can't take Betor out. That's the whole strategy. But I just don't think we're ever going to be in a position to win with Betor. Anyway, we're playing against some of the more fringe strategies. It is join for turns. What? opponent. I mean, that deck looks so much fun. I imagine they die a lot before they execute their game plan and against the top decks. And even some of my decks would be fast enough, but this one I don't think is. All right, well, we'll see if our opponent. Okay, well, we don't have any lands, so we'll be mulliganing that. Thoughtseize is good. And we have our card draw. We have the Nethergoyf. So I think we'll put. Do we dare put a land to the bottom? Card draw, card draw. Do we want to put card draw to the bottom? Um, I hate this. I think we have to put this swamp to the bottom, and we'll probably end up just like literally trying to surveil into another land, or I guess surveillance at land are a threat. Gotta do some little advertising here. Yeah, for a while I thought my opponent wasn't gonna was like trolling me by not doing anything the entire game, and then they just were building up to winning the game. Okay, I thought I had it until the end step, but okay. Opponent mulling to 5, looking to be maybe keeping a. Uh, okay, let's survey a little bit. Shadowy backstreet. See what we find. Another Thoughtseize. I mean, we'll take it. Double Thoughtseize is good. So we'll start. We're gonna save the. We'll save the Thoughtseize till next turn. And if we draw into a land, that means we can Thoughtseize once, see what they're working, what we're working against. All right. My opponent has subscribed to my channel, which I appreciate a lot. Goon X. We draw into another Wall of Omens. Hope you enjoy the content. If you haven't subscribed and are watching, please do. Hey, everybody counts. So we'll Thoughtseize next turn, see what we can take out of our opponent's hand, and hopefully draw a land. So then we can Thoughtseize Nethergoyf, Thoughtseize Wall of Blossoms, something like that. We would like to put a clock on our opponent. Our 0-4 defenders are not very good at that. Alright. Opponent says he likes the jank. Clearly he likes the jank, because look at that deck. He's playing, um, some powerful enablers and some of the best cards, some of the greatest hits of Modern for sure. But that's what it's fine to do. It's like play the great cards, but play it in a different strategy. Play it in a deck that trying a different angle of attack, type of thing. So exciting to see something different here as well. All right, is he alternate sideboarding me? He's going for the with Johnny. We listen. If a card would be put into a chain of players' graveyard from nowhere, instead that card is revealed and put on the bottom of that player's library. Well, sad face. We did draw a land. So that's what we get for not. Thoughtseize first. I mean, we have Assassin's Trophies for this. Yeah, and then our opponent just has the one non-land card, so the handful of land means anything they draw, our Thoughtseize isn't going to get to snag, because they'll probably get to cast it. So they played a Misty. We're going to keep drawing cards. There's the Assassin's Trophy. Perfect. Why don't we do this? We're gonna play it smart. We're gonna Thoughtseize, even though it takes a card out that we would have been able to put in, just to see if we have the ways clear for our Assassin's Trophy. Because we definitely want the Assassin's Trophy to resolve. And yes, that means our Thoughtseize is going to end up not in the graveyard to grow our Nethergoyf, but oh, they drew a Chandra. Okay. Got rid of that. So our Nethergoyf is now back to being sort of alive. 2-3. We'll just go get... Man, and we're down to 10 already from all of our Thoughtseizes and shocks and whatnot. But our opponent, I mean, we are not doing anything. I mean, a 2-3. We're going to... we really need to find... It slowed us down enough, and that's why that's all that our opponent needs. Now, anything they draw, they can cast. They'll have 5 mana, except for the Chandra. I'm sure they were cussing that one. 6 mana. They were thinking we have so many live draws. We just need some action, and their action was a 6 mana Planeswalker. But I still think if I had to guess, I would still say that our opponent's got this game. Too much inevitability on their side. Too little pressure on our side. If this Wall of Omens was... I don't know, a beater that we just really needed to draw a land for, perhaps, but bobble. See what they're drawing. Don't think they're going to be happy about that, but you never know. They may have found something. Drawing a card. It's a it's one of our Thoughtseize that we know they're drawing a land, so we'll go ahead and see what they have in their hand and go to 8. But it basically just to grow the goif. That's the only reason. So we had brought in 4 Thoughtseizes, played 2, shuffled them back into our deck, and drew another one. Alright, we're going to draw another card, which is nice. They're going to scry. I'm going to put that plains on the bottom. I think this is my first draft of Betor Kindle, and I think the best way to make him work is probably Sylvan Caryatid, something that can tap for mana, so we get to grow the toughness count. We can keep the Goyce in and stuff. And I like the walls just for card draw, but they don't do anything. The Caryatid untaps if we hit to 20, right? And then we play some big instance or things that we can do, flash creatures, something like that, that we can take advantage of all that extra mana. But that'll be the second draft of the deck. Hey, I was going to say what I really want to draw is Betor into land. So we found the land. Did our opponent find anything to do other than play lands? Hey, hey, hey. Look at that, folks. We're going to do it. Unless they found a counterspell, which would make me very sad. We were not going to hurt ourselves. Did they find a counterspell? Did they find something to do? Hey, look at that. Untapping and drawing. Just how I drew it up. Malevolent Rumble. Alright, well that's going to dig. Our opponent's dead on board, so they need Spring Verdict. Or string together some extra turns, which is what they're digging for. Fires of the Invention into extra turn. They have they're fast running. They don't have a lot of time. I'm not sure. Without a board wipe, I'm not sure that. Depending on what that last card is, right? I mean, if the last card is something good, like Fires of Invention, and they draw into an extra turn spell, I can see them coming back. If, however, they are unable to find that combo, I'm not so sure. Alright, last card. What is it? Extra turn? Alright, so yeah, I mean, they just couldn't get anything going. Now, what do we want to take? What do we want to bring in? Now we've seen some of their hate. He plays Days Undoing and doesn't like Rest in Peace. So Days Undoing ends the turn. My kids are back from being outside. Alright, let me see about I mean, this is a great hand, right? We have the to fetch land, Stitcher Supplier, Bauble, Souls of the Lost if we can find a second land, so we're definitely keeping. We could do it. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what we draw. If we draw another land, this hand gets much easier. We can play. We'll play the Stitcher's Supplier in the Bauble, knowing we get to play the Souls of the Lost. Unless it's one of those. Ooh, Utopia's Sprawl. Very nice. Unless it's a Surveil land. Red. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna just shuffle that away because we don't want it yet, basically. But what we do want is to fill a graveyard with an Assassin's Trophy. So I'm pretty sure we shuffled that Assassin's Trophy away. I mean, that was on top. We shuffled it away. We then found it on top again. Crazy. All right, well, we hit our second land. That's what matters the most. Our opponent plays the combo of Narset and Days Undoing, which means if they stick a Narset here and untap, we're not going to be able to kill it. Then they untap Days Undoing. We're down to top decking, which is not ideal for us. And they shut down our extra card draw with many of these walls that we have. They don't have the mana for Narset, though. They have the mana for... there's Wheel of the Sun and the Moon. No! No! Our Souls of the Lost will be a 3/4 forever. Nethergoyf, however, meanwhile, is a 5/6. Interesting. See if we can battle through that Wheel of Sun. I mean, that is not bad. We managed to get 5 card types in our graveyard by turn 2, thanks to the Stitcher Supplier, which turns on our Tarmogoyf and Nethergoyf pretty good. See if they have a Teferi to bounce things to make our life painful, or just another way of hating on us in some form or fashion. I don't like what I'm seeing. The mana over there I'm seeing. Is this a Flage? Flage is not the worst for us currently, but... Or is it some sort of exile? Another one. Well, if one's good, two's better, right? Guess I should have brought in the Force of Vigors. We really... I guess we want the second black source. Stitcher Supplier number. I just don't think we want that right now because can't trigger it. Wall of Omens. Our opponent's not quite dead on board. So I think I want to go Gosh, I mean, they're missing land drops. They must have so much hotness in their hands. So much, yeah, just. So now they're at least dead on board. If they stick an Narset, we'll be very sad. But an Narset doesn't save them. They need a Supreme Verdict. Boreal Grazer. It's good at blocking. I have a feeling they do not have another land, or they would have played it already. Buying some time. We're going to draw some cards. Another Betor. That's really not what we want either. Yep. Alright, well, we're going to be able to rebuild if they find another land. But they must have a handful of good stuff that if they find another land, we'll probably be, you know, really behind. They're just desperate. They still, yeah, exile each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Yeah. Timely top deck, if that is what that is. Versus, I'm sure they would have rather had a land, but that does save them. But they, oh no, they lost. They lose their own, we would love to draw land here. Untapped. They lose their Utopia Sprawl, which hurts them quite a bit. Alright. Now let's see what we got going here. The temporary lockdown took out the Wheel of Sun and Moon, so that means our graveyard is back. But man, we cannot find a land. I mean, we're getting there on the back of literally our turn one. Was it turn two play? I don't know. Cutting his arm off or her arm off for survival. Yep. Hey, it's a land, but it's not a land that can play tap for black. Oh my goodness. Yep. I mean, I've drawn 3 of my Betor Kindle, which thankfully we have a whole host of 1 and 2 drop threats, but still. I guess the rest in peace, I don't know, must hurt him as much as us or her. And yeah, temporary lockdown took out so many of his permanents. Okay, Supreme Verdict. Taking an extra turn, trying to buy into, or trying to dig for what they need. Is there an epic comeback in our opponent's future? All right, for cyclesgaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. Our opponent's playing a super fun deck. Good luck with it, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.